At the University of Wisconsin-Madison, the Master of Science in Design and Innovation brings together diverse perspectives to tackle real-world challenges through life-centered design. In this immersive, one-year program, students explore the intersections of engineering, business, visualization, social science, and more. Listen to the unique skills and experiences our students bring to the program.
My name is Yegor Shalamov, and I came from the Milwaukee School of Engineering with an architectural engineering degree with a structural design specialty. And now in the Master's of Science in Design and Innovation program, I'm focusing on product design as my specialty.
I'm Maya Taylor. Before coming to this program, I majored in Japanese, and after graduation, I kind of broke into the publishing, world of publishing. So I've been working there for about 6 years, and my focus is user experience, user interface design.
So I'm Phoebe Glenn. My background before coming into this program was actually here at UW. I was in the Consumer Behavior program in the School of Human Ecology.
So I'm Yuling, my name's Yuling Sun. Before coming to the MD+I program, I did my bachelor's in computer science at Wellesley College. That's most of my background. I mostly focused in human-computer interaction. I did a bit of sort of on the research side.
Hi, my name is Kylie Zockert. My background's in theater, film, and nonprofit studies, and my focus in the Design and Innovation program is in communication design.
My name is Queen Tanu. I come from a communication design background. I did my undergrad in communication design, and I worked as a designer at a marketing agency for about 4 years.
So what draws students to our program? Let's hear why they chose MD+I.
I was heavily focused on the technical aspect through engineering work, and that was very linear. And then seeking kind of a more creative outlet through the MS Design and Innovation program, I was able to work on that creative side and kind of take my technical expertise into it.
I realized I wanted a career that was more creative, and this one would allow me to kind of combine creativity and technology and kind of make that into my own unique career. And I really liked it because I felt like I would be able to customize my learning experience based on exactly what my goals were. I really enjoyed the integrated coursework. The interdisciplinary nature of the program was one thing that drew me to it. I feel like because we're able to take courses in different schools, we have a more well-rounded view of design, and then as a result we're able to kind of know how to apply design thinking to a variety of fields and situations.
Being in this program and being able to dive into different departments and different classes has been really beneficial to me. So now at least I have a taste of each one to see that if down the road I'm open to if my mind changes, I know exactly what a business class is like if I wanted to take the business route, or I know exactly what a information science, library science field is like, then I know I could pivot to that route.
Now, let's explore how MD+I reshapes the way students approach life-centered design and innovation.
I think going into it, you think design is very creative and you need to be super artistic, and it was very apparent at the very beginning of the program how much it was a mindset of, rather than, yes, there's really cool creative people, but it's also about the importance of the work that you're doing, and that was reiterated in all of the different presentations and advisors that we had come in who they were talking about their experience in work. They just kind of hit home how important it is. Yes, it's cool to do fun, creative work, but also it's important to do work that's going to make a difference. And we talked a lot about life-centered design and just the whole ecosystem of living things in the world and how you can design for everything. And so that was kind of just from the very beginning, that was the standard of what design was in the program. And so it was really cool to kind of shift that understanding and mindset for myself too.
The word innovation just right now I feel like has meant, oh yeah, it's just new tech, something cool, something fun. But I think especially in MD+I, we have to consider innovation as something that does not have many negative consequences. Like good innovation is innovation that doesn't affect people. Good innovation is design that doesn't cause harm to other people, and it doesn't cause harm later on in life too. So I think innovation is when you consider the whole and you make something that helps everyone.
Collaboration is at the heart of the MD+I experience. In tight-knit cohorts, students learn from each other while approaching challenges from multiple perspectives.
It's been fantastic working with everybody. I mean, our cohort has been really close, so it's cool to get to know everybody, and it's such a small group of 18 students. Everybody's really friendly, everybody's very hardworking and passionate about what they're doing here. And we have a lot of people from different backgrounds, so there's people from China, Taiwan, just like from Madison itself, Milwaukee, such as myself. And getting to figure out everybody's backgrounds and their cultures and just seeing the differences has been really cool. And I think it's what makes this program unique, that we come from all sorts of different backgrounds in terms of places on Earth, but also the educational experience that we bring here.
I've really enjoyed working with my cohort. I feel like we're a very close-knit group, but something that I think is special about our group, or at least the groups that I worked in, is that we all have different backgrounds. So we are truly like an interdisciplinary group, and we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. So it was really interesting, really interesting to see how we could each contribute to the project, and who was able to take ownership of certain areas based on their expertise. And it kind of reflected a real life scenario, like if you go into a real company and you work with people from, or you work with people on your team that have all different kinds of backgrounds. Like even though we're all in the same design program, it's like we all have different experiences that we could pull from, which is really cool.
I think my time in the curriculum and collaborating with other people in my cohort has been super helpful. I think the people in our cohort are very supportive, and they're always very open to collaboration and communicative. I think working in group context with a bunch of people have also been very helpful in understanding how I work in a group and understanding the way that I think and approach problems in a collaborative context, which I think is super important because a lot of real life work and real life projects are very focused on working with people.
Real-world experience is a cornerstone of the program. Let's hear how these hands-on experiences have shaped their learning and professional growth.
And so everything we learned in the program about sustainability, about life-centered design, we really wanted to find partners that were not only going to match that, but value that. And so it's been really cool to work and meet with different companies and people, and to kind of hear them talk about sustainability. That kind of feels like a buzzword that companies have.
I think the partnerships that this program has given they've been super insightful. I think they've helped me understand sort of overall kind of what design can do, and also the kinds of problems where you can use a designer's tool set to really understand and dig deep into. So in particular, working with Menominee Tribal Enterprises for the Design Horizons project, that sort of opened my eyes to an entire knowledge space that previously I wouldn't know all that much about. But it's even without that sort of prior knowledge, having that design tool set and design thinking sort of lets you dive into that problem space and then try to ideate something really interesting and really helpful for people.
Working with industry partners has been some of the most rewarding aspects of the program. I think with this being an accelerated program, it's fast and it's hard work, but because you're working with real people and with real problems, you use the passion that you have for those people and for those problems to continue to move forward. And even when things are hard, because they will be, the drive is what keeps you going.
From portfolio development to professional mentorship, MD+I prepares students to step confidently into their new or expanding careers.
So the program has a sort of portfolio readiness, or portfolio review, career readiness sort of aspect to it that happens during the fall and the spring semesters, where we're sort of ideating like through workshops what we kind of want our vision for our portfolio to be, then like making like an initial mock-up and then having it reviewed at like different stages. I think it's definitely been really helpful for figuring out sort of what I would want my portfolio to look like in terms of like my like own brand, or like the way that I like want to arrange all of my projects visually. And also it's really encouraging because you'll have like people that know how to like review portfolios or like look at them in a particularly like close way and give you like really valuable feedback.
It was really nice to just kind of start from ground zero of working in this design and innovation program, building your portfolio, building all of those professional materials, to then be able to send out, and your hand is held every step of the way with both of our advisors and professors, and they made it really easy to then just kind of go step by step, so it doesn't feel like you're taking everything on. It's an accelerated program, so it goes fast, but they're very helpful at taking things one step at a time.
I've created portfolios before, but they were very technical oriented, so it was construction drawings, which you kind of just print and put on a piece of paper, whereas this has been a lot more, I think it's been a lot more creatively kind of creating that portfolio, where I'm trying to figure out what fits best, what projects kind of flow into one another, how can I showcase my skills that I've learned throughout the program, and what am I most proud of to showcase, and just kind of arranging all those projects to show, just what I'm proud of and how they blend together.
MD+I fuels curiosity, creativity, and confidence, empowering students to navigate challenges and build skills to foster meaningful careers.
Using the skills that I've learned here, I think it kind of goes back to looking for jobs. Like when I'm looking for jobs now, I'm looking for things that I know I would want to do and would feel fulfilled in doing, rather than working for the best company or like the richest company out there. I'm looking for purpose-driven things, mission-driven roles that I know I'm going to enjoy the work that I'm doing.
Working with my group mates, seeing how other group and team members work, it really challenged me to think beyond what the narrow scope that I was thinking in. So I think as a designer, I've grown. I thought I was already open, but now I found myself thinking even broader, and especially in the light of how things are emerging now, I think that's very helpful to think beyond, and it'll help me as a person in the innovation field to really challenge myself and others to think even bigger and better.
So when I first went into this program, I did not consider myself to be a designer. Well, I was very hesitant to call myself a designer. So now that I'm about to graduate, I have a lot more confidence with that title. I knew I wanted to do a creative role, and I feel like this program has equipped me with like the ability and confidence to be able to step into like product design role, user experience, maybe even graphic design or going back in the content. So I feel like I'm well equipped to take on like a creative role, whatever that ends up being. Much more confident in my abilities now than when I started.
Overall, I would describe the Design and Innovation program as earth-shattering in the best possible way. Your mindset completely changes from when you enter to when you exit, and how you're thinking of everything around you. Everything you see, touch, feel, taste is design in some way, and you start to notice those things a lot more.
Through life-centered design, Master of Science in Design and Innovation students leave the program ready to shape meaningful outcomes in their careers and beyond. Visit our website to explore how MD+I can help you unlock your potential.